Hi, and welcome to Josh and Tim Talk Sports. Looks like Josh made the first blunder of the show today, not me. I'm Tim Shire.
I'm Josh Dome.
All right, here we go. Well, this show we're basically, most of this show we're going to talk about, I think.
One of the worst managers of all time.
Oh, yeah, that's what these people would like you to think. But in my opinion, one of the greatest managers ever in baseball history, Terry Francona. You know, he pretty much announced over the last couple days that he's going to retire. I dreaded this day.
Yeah.
I've dreaded it. It's just people don't understand.
How important.
The younger people, you understand because you know baseball.
Yeah.
And you've been in the dugout and you know. But people who can't understand it, they drive me nuts. So I came up with some figures.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, let's drive those people nuts.
Well, yeah. So, you know, since 1975, that was the year I started. I remember watching baseball.
Okay.
And I can't judge before that because I just can't.
Right.
You know, when Frank Robinson was the manager, player manager, hit a home run to win the game on opening day. You know, there have been 15 managers, including Francona. The 14 managers before Francona, 36 years, averaged 2.57 years. Francona's been here 11. Right there tells you something.
Tells you that he's been here.
You're not lasting long if you suck.
Yeah, he's earned his right to stay and beyond.
Yeah, and he's going out his way, which is fine.
Yeah.
But so for anyone who my broadcast partner Chuck Kolchuk just texted.
He just chimed in,
which we'll give at the end of the show.
Oh boy.
And we'll tell how we did last week. So, but getting back to the greatest manager of all time and the comparisons. So the 14 managers in 36 years before Francona, averaged 80 wins a year. Okay, the 90s are in there, so there's a benefit there. That, you know, with Hargrove's a great manager.
Yeah,
too.
he was a great manager.
He really was a great manager. But they had, in those 36 years, 2,906 wins and 3,027 losses.
Oof.
For a winning percentage of 489. Yeah, and that's the 90s are included.
Yeah.
So think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to think about that.
No.
You don't want to have lived through that.
And I haven't.
I did. Do you remember the Manny Acta years? You probably don't. Because think of this, Josh. When Terry Francona took over, you were 8.
Yeah.
You were 8.
I started watching sports when I was about 10.
Yeah. You don't remember anything.
I grew up with Terry Francona.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
I've been blessed.
Oh, yeah. People don't get that.
Yeah.
People don't understand that.
Oh, wait, because he's bad. He's old
and senile.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. That fake podcast host from Bay Village who thinks she knows everything.
You must not be talking about anyone in
I
particular.
can't wait to see her next year if they don't do well with the new manager.
Yeah, then
I am
what's
going
she
to
gonna say?
haunt her.
Then what's she going to say?
Like those ghosts in that new movie coming out, None. Have you seen those commercials?
No.
Yeah, it looks scary. I don't want to go anywhere near a theater that's playing. I'm going to haunt her like that.
All right.
Because she thinks she knows everything, and she's saying this horrible crap like Francona's stupid. And the game is going to crap right now, by the way. But, so they had, in those 36 years, they had 7 playoff appearances in 36 years. Okay. So here we go. Let's get to Francona.
Okay.
The lousy manager. That, you know,
in 11 years.
These geniuses. Yeah, 11 years. 6 playoff appearances, and there's not saying they can't make it this year. It's not looking good, but who knows?
Who knows?
6, maybe 7. Okay. So think if they did make it this year. That would be the same amount of playoff appearances in 11 years that they had in 36. Not bad for a guy that's terrible.
No, not bad for a bad manager, yeah.
Our guy Gavin gave up all the runs, too. 6.
Ooh.
Yeah. So, here's Francona's record. Remember, 489 winning percentage the previous 36 years. Francona, 905 wins, 738 losses, and a 550 winning percentage. Not counting the COVID season, he's averaged 96 wins a year.
Sounds a lot better than the other 36 years, Tim.
I can tell you it was. That's 16 wins a year better.
Jeez.
Yeah. And he's had a 550 winning percentage. In the COVID year, where they only played 60 games, they had a 578 winning percentage.
Even better.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what more this guy has to do.
He's just a bad manager.
Well, the game has passed him by.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Unless he wins a World Series, he's not a good manager.
Oh, he won 2 of those.
Yeah, I know. He won.
Yeah. I don't know.
Until he wins one with us, he's not a good manager.
I just can't, fathom how dumb these people are.
It's pretty mind-boggling.
They're dumb.
Flabbergasting.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean,
Using
come on.
some big words there that I can't spell.
I know. I mean, can they? Because they can't even see that this guy's a good manager.
Yeah. No, I have spelled it wrong. Writing articles because you're typing so fast.
Yeah.
TH.
Yeah, I've definitely wrote that in some papers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It happens. But flabbergast, I don't even know. It's probably pretty simple. Probably how it sounds.
Maybe. But
this won't end well if I have to start spelling words. It will not end well.
Yeah, we're not a spelling bee.
No. And my teachers, if any of them are watching, it's not your fault. It's not. I'm being truthful.
It's not your fault.
I'm a writer who has trouble with grammar. I will never deny that. So, but let's, Francona, I didn't cry when I heard the announcement. I know I will the last day.
Yeah.
I mean, geez. This guy, are you kidding me?
He's done it all. He has done it all.
And he is the Cleveland. He cares about this place.
Yes, he does.
Being his dad played here. And I think, he had said a while back that he would never manage anywhere else. Mm-hmm. This was it. And I think he's managed as long as he could.
Yeah.
His health has just become too much.
Yeah.
And
the stress that this front office is putting on this guy?
Exactly.
Jeez, man.
I mean, I think the stress, just me as a fan, at that deadline. I was in the hospital and somebody called me and asked me, how are you doing? And it was right at the deadline. Mm-hmm. I was in there those days.
Uh-huh.
And someone asked me, how are you doing? And I said, well, the Guardians are trying to kill me.
Yeah, right.
It was so bad.
Right.
So, and I think that mattered in this decision.
Mm-hmm.
I think what they did at the deadline mattered in this decision.
Yeah.
I'm not sure they were all upfront and honest with him.
Probably not.
I feel like they weren't.
Probably not.
No. I feel like they weren't because I don't think he would have been all in for not trading for something at the deadline.
Yeah. Exactly.
Exactly. You give away 3 veterans and get...
Uh-huh.
Well, you get 1 guy back, Noah Syndergaard.
Yeah.
But that's not what you needed, really.
No. We got a guy that might be good in a few years.
Let's look. Let's be honest. And I've always been a Noah Syndergaard fan.
Mm-hmm.
But Hunter Gaddis could have done what he's done.
That's what I agree.
He could have.
I agree.
So, I just, I think that factored in this decision, and I know that his, that's weird. We're going to have to talk Browns a little. I just saw some
awesome
that came across when we talk about their former quarterback too.
Yeah.
But so I think that factored the trade deadline, but his health just I think he thought it was going to be fine this year, but then it wasn't. And he's got to have shoulder surgery. Then he's got 2 hernias that he's got to get taken care of.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just
Jesus.
That's miserable. He's always had something, and I don't know how he's lasted this long.
Yeah.
How can you do a job like that?
Yeah. High stress.
You're always traveling.
High activity.
Yes. And he did it though for this long, and I think he's finally.
He did it for this long because he cares so much.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt. And people that act like he doesn't, he's just
Then you just don't know what you're talking about.
And you don't understand.
You just don't.
You don't understand.
You don't.
You don't. So the numbers here that I'm looking at, that I looked up earlier, it's just not even close to any man. Well, Hargrove's close.
Yeah.
He's close.
Like, when you think, if you go and ask an actual, Cleveland baseball fan, who is the manager you think of when you think of the Cleveland baseball? I'm going to say majority are going to say Terry Francona, and if they're not, they're going to say Mike Hargrove.
Oh, yeah. Me? That's it. That's it.
And anyone that's, under the age of 25 is going to say Terry Francona.
Oh, yeah, because they don't know. They don't even know Hargrove.
Terry Francona.
I would, in my mind, I remember a lot of the managers, and I liked a lot of them, and they had no talent.
Mm-hmm.
Not that they could have done what he did.
Mm-hmm.
Because they, believe it or not, they had more talent than they have now.
Mm-hmm.
Or no, they didn't have as much talent as they have now. This is just young talent right now, so it's hard.
Mm.
You know what I mean? But they never had a Jose Ramirez, those guys,
Yeah.
Would they have been successful? I don't know.
Who knows?
I don't know.
You never know. You won't know.
No. We'll never know.
Exactly.
But they're losing now. They're down again, so they're going to slip back farther. They're down 7-2 now.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, it looks like it fell apart in the 5th.
Well,
yeah, it looks like it
we
fell
got
apart.
one win.
So, we'll finish up a little bit here with the Guardians. What do you think? What do you think who do you think should be the next manager of this team? Yes.
It's a great question.
The one I hear the most, I don't think he wants to be. But,
I honestly don't know. I don't think you go...
You've seen the guy managed that I think is going to be the guy.
Well, see, I just don't have a clue. The person I want would be someone... Not a big name guy, not someone that's already coaching a team. I want someone that just loves the game, that's ready to do anything for the players and to sacrifice what he needs. Just that type of guy. I really don't know who that could be.
A lot of people have, the most popular answer in the poll in the group was Sandy Alomar. But I'm not sure he wants to manage.
I don't think
he likes being a coach.
He likes being a base coach.
Yeah.
He really does. I don't think
Working
he wants
with
to
the
be
catchers,
anything more.
doing this,
I don't think he wants to do anything more.
I can't speak for him. I don't know. But
right.
I feel like he likes that role.
Yeah.
I don't think DeMarlo Hale, I think he's past that, who knows if any of these guys will stay without Francona.
Right. I don't know. That's why I just don't know.
DeMarlo Hale's been with him a while, so I don't know if he'll stay.
Yeah.
Carl Willis is a pitching coach.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. And I'm hoping they keep him.
Yeah, I really hope so.
He's a great coach. But a lot of people have brought this up too, and I wouldn't be against this, but who says he wants to leave where he's at? They brought up Kevin Cashy.
Mm-hmm.
They brought him up.
Yeah.
And, forgive me for a second. They brought him up, and, yeah.
And
they brought cash up. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm not against that.
Okay.
I'm not against it. If they can get him to leave Tampa, is he going
Right.
to a situation where he's gonna have more?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't think so. The payroll's no higher here.
Right.
So I don't know. It makes me wonder. So my thought is they didn't bring him in to be a minor league guy. My thought is they knew this day was coming. I'm sure they hoped it would be longer.
Right. As we all did.
But I feel like they brought in and they've groomed Greg DeCenzo.
Okay.
To be the next manager of this baseball team.
Interesting. Okay.
Watching him manage 2 years in Lake County, wins and losses, that I don't care about that.
Right.
I don't remember how many games they won. I don't know.
That's not even the point of the minor leagues.
I saw how the guys played for him. I saw how he cared. When they got knocked out of a chance to make the playoffs in 2021, we had to stop the interview because he broke down. He cared about his players that much. He's known these guys one season.
Right.
Cared about them that much.
Yeah. Now that's what I'm looking for in a manager.
And talking to players that played for Lake County for 2 years, they talked about Greg DeCenzo like the Guardians players and former Red Sox players and former Phillies players talk about Terry Francona.
Yeah.
I feel like he's the same. He's not.
Yeah.
He's not the same guy.
Right.
You can never replace Terry Francona.
No. No.
But I think Greg DeCenzo, if people listen to him.
Yeah.
I still have all the interviews on my phone.
Right.
If he were to get the job, I'll play them. I'll repeat them for people.
Right.
I am convinced the man can win.
I think that'd be a perfect fit, honestly.
They went and got him from Holy Cross.
Wow.
I don't know who saw him.
Right.
I don't know who found him.
Well, someone found him.
They did. And that is up in Ivy League country. So somebody went and watched a game. Maybe they played Princeton, or maybe they played somebody. But let me tell you something. This guy is the guy. And let me tell you, too. Will Brennan, Logan Allen, Gavin Williams, Tanner Bybee, was one other guy, too. They played for him already.
Bo Naylor?
No.
No?
No. They played for him already at Lake County.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The pitchers last year. Last year. And Will Brennan last year too.
Crazy.
Like, come on. Or was he 21? He might have been 21.
Yeah.
But so these guys know him.
Yeah.
And they don't have him at Columbus this year for no reason as the bench coach. You don't move up that quick. You go level by level. Boom, right up. Bench coach. Columbus. So really, those guys who've been down this year and have come back up, they played for him this year.
Wow.
He's the one.
I think that'd be a great fit.
I really do. He's the guy to keep your eye on. I wouldn't cross off. I believe he's he might be the catching coordinator in the system now, if that's his role, if that's his title, I don't know. But he was also a captain's manager for 2 years, right before the pandemic. Luke Carlin. He's another one that I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay.
He's a little more rough. Like. Yeah.
Okay.
I
got you.
Yeah, he's kind of a tough guy.
Yeah.
But I like him. I think he's a good manager. And again, you can't judge by minor league records because guys are coming and going all the time.
That's not what minor leagues are for.
No, you got to judge by how guys felt about him.
Right.
Did they want to play for him? They wanted to play for him too. But I still feel like the only thing close to Greg DeCenzo, player-wise, in 20 years at Lake County was Ted Kubiak. The players loved him too. He was their grandpa. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They'd have run through the wall for him.
Yeah.
So, shout out to Ted. Call you later tonight. I got to call him, give him a health update. But I think that, Greg is really, he's the guy.
That'd be a great fit.
Yeah, I think it would be. So we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah, no one really knows.
Right.
They know. The front office already has their list. They know. So
we know.
Hopefully they make the right decision. That's the key.
Yeah.
Make the right decision. They were lucky in 2000 after the 2012 season. Francona fell into their lap. They're not getting that lucky this time.
Yeah.
So there's nobody like him to,
No.
So we'll see. Hopefully they make the right choice.
Yeah.
Let's move on. We got one last thing Indians related.
Okay.
On this day in 1973, this St. Ignatius kid from Parma showed up at Progressive Field. Or at Cleveland Stadium. Sorry, Cleveland Stadium.
Yeah.
With his drum. Yes. And like Rick Manning said today, they were talking about guys that play every day. Rick Manning said, we needed to acknowledge that John Adams was an everyday player.
Every day.
Yes.
And
I loved it that he said that. You know what I mean?
That's awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome.
He was an everyday player.
Yeah.
He was always there.
Yep. Always.
Until he couldn't be.
No matter how bad the weather is, no matter how bad the game is.
Yes.
He's there, he's pounding.
And he was always up there when people came to talk to him. He was always willing to talk, sign autographs for people. Unbelievable. 50 years ago today. Wow. I don't remember a game without, until he got sick. Right. The pandemic was when I don't remember a game without him. It was like Cleveland baseball was John Adams.
Yeah.
And, they had a trainer when I was growing up, too. And he's the one who gave Rick Manning the nickname Archie.
Really?
Because Archie Manning.
Uh-huh.
And the trainer was Jimmy Warfield.
Okay.
And I think he started with the team in 1969, if I'm correct. And he was there until 2001, I believe it was. 2002. He had an aneurysm in the locker room before a game and passed away. And I just remember watching the game that night thinking, I've never watched a game without Jimmy Warfield. And these guys, if Cleveland is such a terrible place, why do they stay so long?
Right.
Because it's not a terrible place.
That's a great point.
It is a great place.
That's a great point.
Yes. It is a great place.
Yeah.
And I wish people knew that. I love Cleveland.
At least we know that.
We know it.
At least we know it.
We do. So, John Adams, man, we just, I don't know, can't say enough about that guy.
No.
He's just amazing. I got a picture of Tommy with him at Fan Fest.
Nice.
Where Tommy's beating the drums, smiling, and John Adams is watching. It's one of my favorite pictures.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So, let's move on to the NFL. A little bit here.
All right, just a little bit.
We're going to talk quarterbacks.
Quarterbacks. That's a big position.
We're going to talk Browns quarterback.
Because
something just happened.
Oh, boy. Like this just in?
Oh, yeah, just in.
Oh, boy.
That's why Tommy was texting me and calling me.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what all that, was. Oh, boy.
Yes. So, I'm going to keep the suspense up a little bit here.
Oh, man, you're scaring me, Tim. You can't do this to me, man.
Baker Mayfield don't look so bad now, maybe.
Oh, boy.
Let's go with Baker Mayfield, QB1 for Tampa Bay.
Well, you know what, man? If he earned it, he earned it.
He beat our guy, Kyle Trask.
Our guy, that is our guy.
Yeah, we've always liked Kyle Trask.
He's still got a chance. You never know.
And nobody can say,
you never know.
Oh, look, they like it because he got. No, we talked about it last year.
Oh my God, we talked about it 2 years
yes,
ago. Even just us talking, you know.
That's kind of how the show began.
Oh yeah,
in the dugout, Josh says to me one day, "We should have a show where we talk sports."
Yeah.
And I said, "Okay, let's do it."
Let's do it.
And we did. That saved us from that miserable season last year.
Oh my God, did it? Did it?
It sure did.
Oh man, because I know that one tournament in Kentucky, we were talking about it too.
Yeah, I think that's when we started when we came back.
Yep.
But and then and we had a great start this past weekend with our Cleveland Rawlings Tigers.
Yeah.
15U club.
Yeah.
2-0.
2-0.
Good wins, 5-1 and 12-8. Mm-hmm. Those guys hit the crap out of the ball.
They were hitting the ball, man.
They hit the ball hard, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Whew. So,
it's always fun to watch baseball, Tim.
It's
no
always
matter
fun to watch
who it is.
And it's always fun to watch it when kids are playing it the right way.
Yep, exactly.
That dugout was a great place, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
So, but back to Baker. I have to say, on social media yesterday, I was pleasantly surprised.
Okay.
There was very little hate from Browns fans.
Well, give them their flowers, Tim.
I gotta give them credit.
Give them their flowers.
Very little hate. I think this one post I saw had like 145 comments, and there were maybe 5 that were negative. So I was like, that's pretty good. People wishing him good luck, and I was happy about that.
That's good to see, man.
He's gone from your team.
Yeah, right.
There's no reason to be bitter.
Yeah, do what you're going to do,
Do you remember me talking a lot of crap about Jameis Winston when he left?
Not a lot.
I said a couple things.
No, yeah.
But I never said, he's like the worst human being ever.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, No. One thing I was happy about is I found out that he recovered from being an alcoholic. I thought that was a great thing.
Yeah.
But he's not on my team anymore.
Right,
So,
he's going to go and do his thing, man.
He's,
You know what? Good for him, man. He won a starting job. Good for him. Just, you're going to see what he can do.
Wow. So, yeah. So, Freddie Freeman just got his 5th hit. Yeah.
5th hit of the game?
And the Guardians tweeted about it. Like,
5th hit of the game?
That's how good the guy is. When the other team is tweeting about you, how good you are.
Oh, I mean, and Freddie Freeman's such a good guy,
man.
Can't deny it. Come on.
You can't deny it. I mean,
he's a great baseball player, great guy.
Yeah, represents the game the right way.
Yeah, he plays the game the right way.
So, but yeah, Baker's not QB1.
Yeah.
The line is not the same as it was, but I feel like it's probably better than last year because Ryan Jensen's back from the beginning.
Yep.
And Tristan Wirfs, I feel he's just still going to get better.
Yeah.
Still
a great line.
We'll see how the line is.
Yeah.
I think he doesn't have a worse line than he had with Cleveland, but he's got about the same line maybe as Mayfield. So I think he's got good receivers. Mm-hmm. Russell Gage getting hurt, that don't help.
No, it doesn't. But he's got a good defense behind him too.
And I feel like Rashad White is going to have a breakout year.
Hey, he might.
I feel like he might. So, and the defense is better than in the defense he had in Cleveland.
Yeah.
So there's not as much pressure to score.
Yeah.
Because they can stop the other team.
He does have a defense.
Yeah. So I think that's, I think that'll help him. But we're getting near the end here. I'm gonna.
So what's this just in, Tim?
Okay. The Browns are now. Well, you saw that they released Kellen Mond.
As we do every time. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And DTR, the greatest quarterback ever, made the team, was the 3rd. Well, now, the events of this afternoon, he is number 2. They have traded Josh Dobbs to the Cardinals.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
you thought I was going to say something about
Of course I did. Yeah. Of course I did. It scares me all the time. I wake up in the morning, I'm like, "Oh, great. Did he do something this morning?"
I know. That's got to be a constant fear of
It is.
I know when Winston was with the Buccaneers,
exactly.
it was a constant
You understand.
fear.
Yeah.
Who's he going to grab in the cab next?
Yeah. But I mean, I personally would have had DTR second string anyways.
Yeah. He did look good. I watched him.
Yeah.
He did look. Do they play tonight?
I'm not sure.
It's tonight or tomorrow. I don't know.
I don't care. It's preseason,
Yeah,
Who cares?
practice.
Who cares?
But, we are out of time,
man.
Almost.
Because we were talking about that horrible manager for a while?
Yeah, we were. He stinks.
Yeah,
He's
that guy
terrible.
sucks.
We'll find out how much he stinks next year.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we will.
Uh-huh.
I will say this, though. If DeCenzo gets the job, I will cover Guardians games next year.
All right.
Because that guy is...
Keep your word, Tim.
He is something to talk to.
Yeah.
He's great.
Yeah.
In cold weather, his New England accent comes out more. It does. It does. But he's such a good guy.
Yeah.
But I think that's it for today.
How about those picks?
Oh, we got to do the picks real
Gotta do
quick.
picks.
We're going to go over, but that's okay.
It's all right. We got to do the picks.
Here are our high school picks. Last week, unfortunately, Tommy was the only one right.
Good for him.
Unfortunately, because three of us were wrong.
Yeah, right.
And our alma mater lost.
Yeah.
But they played very well in the second half.
Yeah, they did. And if they play like that for the rest of the year, then
it could be a nice year.
It could be.
They lost to Southeast. But
close game.
31-23.
Ended up being a close game.
Had the ball at the end.
Yep.
Noah Dome made a great play at the end. Yeah, he did.
A former technical producer, Noah Dome.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I think, so this week's game, we're going to do the Wycliffe game again. Mainly because...
Redemption.
Well, mainly because I forgot to come up with the game until 10 minutes
But it's
before
all
the
right
show.
because this is how we roll. This is how we roll.
So, Chuck is 0-3, or 0-1.
0-1.
Oh, gosh, 0-1. I'm trying to get an advantage.
Yeah.
Chuck's 0-1, Josh is 0-1, I'm 0-1, and Tommy's 1-0.
Good for him.
So, yeah. So, we're not catching him this week, though, I don't think.
No, we're not.
No, because it's Wycliffe, St. John at Wycliffe, at Wycliffe Memorial Stadium on the campus of Wycliffe Upper School.
The cow.
The cow.
The cow.
The cow. I'm going to tour it tomorrow at 2 o'clock.
Really?
Yes, I
Going to see
am.
the
Gonna
cow.
write an article on it.
Going in the cow.
Yes, I can't wait.
You coming out with some
See
milk?
the whole cow.
Coming out with some milk?
I'm going to see the whole thing, not just the main.
Not just the meat?
Yeah, where the cafeteria is.
Oh.
Yeah, just not the meat. So, the suspense is gone since we're not going to pass them. So I think everybody knows we're all picking the same.
Yeah.
And we are all picking Wycliffe to take apart the St. John Heralds.
Alrighty.
This is not the St. John when Urban Meyer played there. So, I think, I tied those.
Yeah, they're getting floppy.
Yeah, they have a mind of their own.
Yeah, they do.
So, I think we're done. I think that's it.
Yeah.
All four of us, Chuck, Josh, Tommy, and I, we all pick Wycliffe to defeat the Heralds. So, until next week, I'm Tim Shire.
I'm Josh Dome.
And we'll see you then.